Hey guys, it's Kayla and welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things emo scene and everything in between. Today I am back and I'm going to be telling you about my first job ever, which was at Hot Topic. Of course, naturally, I look like my first job would be at Hot Topic, like look at me. But it actually really was. When I was 15 years old, I started working at Hot Topic and it was my very first job ever. And I'm going to tell you all about it. From the way that I got hired to the interview process to training to the day-to-day, I'm going to tell you what it's like to work at Hot Topic when you're 15 as your first job. So before we dive in, these are my credentials. This is a picture of me whenever I was doing the Black Friday sale or day or whatever for Hot Topic whenever I was 15 years old. So I would have been, or maybe I had just turned 16. Yeah, I would have just turned 16 in this photo. But yeah, basically this was the first job that I ever had, and this was me on Black Friday at Hot Topic. Okay, so for starters, off the bat, working for Hot Topic is a super fun experience, or at least it was for me. I can't speak on anybody else's experience, but while I was there, I was absolutely enjoying the time that I was. Not only do you have good music, but you're around people that are also just like similar to you and have similar interests. And then of course, your paycheck basically goes right back into the store because they have so much amazing stuff that if you work there, you probably want. My shifts were not super long, so it's not like I ever really felt overworked. It was cool to be in the mall because like the food court was there for lunch options. Honestly, it was kind of a vibe compared to a lot of jobs that I did work in my life. Just like afterwards of, working at Hot Topic, after college, all of that, like of the jobs I worked, Hot Topic was easily one of the most chill jobs I ever had. But of course, naturally, things come and go. It didn't pay a lot of money. That's probably the one complaint I do have about working at Hot Topic is that if you're looking to make money, it's not really that kind of job, you feel me? Like I didn't make a lot of money there, but it was okay because I was 15 and I didn't really need a lot of money, and it was more so for the experience of getting to be there, and it absolutely was life-changing and so much fun. Like it was great. So like honestly, I would take the low pay for that. Like it was worth it. But I didn't work there for super duper long, probably like a couple months total before I was like, okay, I need more money, and kind of left. So how did I get hired at Hot Topic? Well, for starters, I'm there all the time. Like at this point, me and my friends are going there after school every single day, pretty much. Like we're there all the time. It's just a fun thing for us to do. We're chilling in the mall a lot. We're in Hot Topic a lot. All of our free cash is going to Hot Topic, by the way. And as a result, I ended up making friends with the people that work there. So all of the current staff that was there, that was older than me, and, just have been working the job for a while, managers and stuff, I got to know all of them because I was there so often. And we built friendships, as much as you could with somebody that was shopping in your store all the time that you had no choice but to see. But it was really great as far as getting to build those connections. And ultimately, those connections are what led me to the job that I got at Hot Topic. I was encouraged to apply. Now, however, you do not have to be encouraged to apply. You could go online and fill out an application. You can go in store, and I'm pretty sure they'll literally refer you back online. But you could go in there and check on it, just like make an appearance, put a face to the name if you felt like it. But really, overall, they were just like, hey, we're going to be hiring soon. You should apply. And I was like, absolutely, I got you covered. So I went online and I applied at Hot Topic, and everything was great and fine and dandy. And then I sat and I waited forever, and I called up there every single day pretty much, bugging them, being like, hey, any idea on like what we're doing? Hey, it's me again. Hi, bestie. I was so annoying. Honestly, I don't even know why they would hire me. Like me now, I would be like, please get this person away from me. But honestly, I was just excited to want to work there. So I bugged them all the time, wanting to know if they had gotten to the part where they reviewed applications, because a lot of people applied for, that kind of job. So I waited patiently. Finally, they call me in for an interview, and I think, oh cool, I'm gonna get like this actual interview that's just me one-on-one. Nope, it was a group interview. So me and a bunch of other alternative people are literally meeting at the Hot Topic, and we're in the back room of Hot Topic, and we're just sitting in a circle doing this group interview, getting the vibes of everybody. We're going around the room, and the questions for the interview are literally so fun. It's like, what kind of animal do you think is your spirit animal? Or just like other random little things. And it was honestly great. But like the conversations were fun. Like it wasn't actually like interview questions like you would expect to see. It's not like they were like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Like it wasn't anything like that. It was literally just like, what's your favorite band? Like, what's your music taste? What's your favorite anime? Like questions that they want to know to kind of get to know you, to see that you are interested in the stuff that they sell. I really think that's what it is at the end of the day. But also like, if you don't enjoy those things, like you're probably not going to enjoy working there, or you're probably not going to be knowledgeable about them to be able to connect with people when they come in to talk about it. So ultimately, I don't know. I just went in and I was myself, and it worked out well because they invited me back for a second interview. That second interview was a one-on-one interview, and of course the person that was interviewing me was a manager that I had met before. So we just chit-chatted, and this one was a bit more serious. It was more like, you know, what kind of time can you give to the job? What kind of hours are you going to be able to work? Like, are you going to be able to get here reliably, you know, with transportation? Those kinds of things. And I 100% was able to do all of that. But that interview was a bit more serious than like the one before that was just like figuring out our spirit animals and stuff. But basically, yeah, we went ahead and I told her, you know, my schedule. I work, you know, I go to school, I do this, but afterwards I'm able to come here, that kind of thing. I have a ride, you know, I'm getting my license soon, all that jazz. And it was good to go. Basically, from there, I got like hired. I don't think she hired me on the spot. She might have, but I think it might have been more of like a I left and she called me thing. One way or another, I ended up getting hired. And it was great. Once I started at Hot Topic, the training was pretty simple, honestly. Like, they really don't tell you too much. You go in there, you learn about the different sections. Sometimes you learn, like, on the tags, like, what the different codes mean. Like, the numbers on your tag used to mean, like, the different departments. I don't know if they still do, but they did. So, like, you would be able to figure out, like, the department something would go in based off of, like, the tag number. Now, I worked at Hot Topic forever ago, so this might not be current. But yeah, they teach you the proper way to fold a t-shirt for the big t-shirt wall, which is essential. And they also teach you how to put the t-shirts on the t-shirt wall. So I used to be able to take t-shirts off the wall and put them back on the wall. And fun fact, usually they're a size medium, or at least they were when I was there. But yeah, so I would go ahead and learn how to fold the t-shirts, learn how to interact with people, you know, hi, how are you, blah, 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 what you can do. It's very simple. It's retail work. You get the pole, you get stuff down off the top, you know, you check them out at when they go, do you have your phone number, all that jazz. It's really nothing too crazy, and the training was honestly like very just on the job training. Like, I didn't have to prepare really to start working there. I just like showed up and they were like, here you go, here's how you fold a t-shirt. And I was like, I got you. So my day-to-day, as far as like if I was going in to work at Hot Topic, because I didn't really work there every day. Like, I had a couple shifts a week that I would work at Hot Topic, which was fine because that was enough for me. But basically I would just like go in for my shift, and I could wear whatever I want pretty much, like as long as it was appropriate. Like, I could wear whatever I wanted. And then of course, if there was like some days like Black Friday, then I would have like a special shirt that I could wear. I don't think they would have made me wear it. They definitely just offered it to me, and I was like, I'd like that. But yeah, as long as I have my name tag on, I was good to go. And my name tag is super cute. I know I have it somewhere, but like I've moved so many times that like God only knows where it went. But like, I do have my name tag. I did keep it, my lanyard and everything from when I did work there, because it was such a fun job. Like, I enjoyed it. But yeah, basically I would just make sure that the t-shirt wall was good. I would go and like make sure it looked clean. All the t-shirts were good from like the gremlins coming in and looking through it all. I would talk to people when they came in to talk about music. I would have a fun time as far as like talking to them about jewelry, or like finding body jewelry for them, or just like getting them into dressing rooms so they could see if something fits them right, or if it's like a good vibe for them. It was overall just a really fun experience. I love interacting with people, and especially people that have the same interests as me. Like, it was just a very much I'm chit-chatting with friends but also getting paid to do it kind of vibe, which was great because that's exactly what you want at a job, especially your first job. So like, hands down, it was amazing. I really couldn't complain about the overall work experience. It was very simple. It was just, you help people, you check them out. You've been to a store, you know how it works, you know? Ultimately, like I said, I no longer work that job because of the fact that the pay just wasn't there. Also, like, it just wasn't, you know, something that was meant to be permanent. It was just something that was meant to be an experience. And I honestly think it was a great experience. I have no complaints about it at all, honestly. But yeah, I ended up not working there for a while. And then of course now I am a Hot Topic fanatic. So it's like I work for them, but in a different way. And it's probably one of my favorite ways that I could interact with Hot Topic now, because not only am I not having to do like the manual labor of like being in there, like I'm creating content for Hot Topic, and that's like my favorite thing to do. I get to express myself as I already am, but like through the stuff that I've loved all this time. And I have no problems being sponsored by them now, because I can genuinely say Hot Topic is a brand that I have, you know, shopped at and been a part of for like my entirety of my life as far as being alternative. So it's like, it's always been there, and I can't really be like, oh no, I wouldn't want to like shop there. you know, like I have to be like, yeah, that's my store where I get my stuff. I'm so glad to be a fanatic for them now. It's definitely a privilege to be able to do that. And that's the way that I work for Hot Topic now. I don't think I'd ever go back into a store unless maybe it ever paid more, just because I don't know if I could live off of that. But who knows? Maybe one day I'll do it just for vibes. Like, let's go and work back at Hot Topic again. I don't know if I could do it as a fanatic. I really would have to look into that. But could you imagine just like you go into your Hot Topic and it's like, hi, it's me checking you out. Like, that would be so fun. Alrighty, so I am going to go ahead and head on out. If you like videos like this, make sure that you subscribe and turn that notification bell on so you know exactly when I post. Also, make sure that you leave a like on this video and comment below letting me know what your first job was. Also, what do you think about working at Hot Topic as a first job? Like, did you like it? I'm going to go ahead and head on out. Remember to stay safe, make good choices, and remember that you're awesome. I love you guys. Mwah.